Hey, this is Eric, and I want to share a case study with you about how people are making huge money, like 6 figures a day, with TikTok and simple information products. All right, I'm going to share a case study that I came across recently in some news articles. This lady is named Kat Norton. Now, to be clear, this page and my products are not endorsed by Kat Norton. I'm just sharing this case study with you, and since she's in the news, it's fair game. And in fact, Kat, if Kat is watching this, feel free to reach out to me if you want to perhaps parlay some of your success into an additional income stream. Otherwise, just be glad that I'm sending you some additional free traffic and publicity, as many other people are. So she is a Microsoft Excel influencer, as you can see from this article here on The Verge. She has over 1 million followers combined on TikTok and Instagram. We'll take a quick look at those accounts, and I'm going to show you what she's doing. I'm going to show you how she's making that money. I'm going to show you exactly how she's monetizing and what she's selling, and how you can do it too. And so pretty impressive numbers that she's making, as much as 6 figures of revenue a day. Now, if you want to read, some of the nitty-gritty details of, kind of her life and how she got set up with this business, how she got started, and some of her personal philosophies and all that kind of stuff. This was actually a podcast interview, and so you could listen to it or you could read through it on this article on The Verge. I'm not going to go through the entire article, but it is an interesting read. Obviously, that's part of why I'm sharing it with you. Is this was a great feature article. She's also been featured in some other places, Business Insider and Fortune magazine and places like that. So let's take a quick look at her TikTok account first, because that's really the big driver of her success and her traffic at this point. So she calls herself Miss Excel, and yes, she is teaching Microsoft Excel. Now, in general, I would not advise putting a trademarked brand name in your business brand or title, because you could run into some trademark infringement issues there. In fact, she had registered missexcel.com. You got to really be careful about registering a trademark in a domain. Fortunately for her, I think Microsoft is smart, and they're not suing her. In fact, I think they've somehow have partnered with her, basically, because she is a Microsoft MVP. She received the Microsoft MVP award, and so I think they realized that, rather than sue her, it would probably be a lot smarter to, make friends with her, because she's promoting their product like crazy, and she's reaching perhaps the next generation of users of their products. And so it's worked out very well for her. But just a word of caution on that, you might want to be careful using trademarks in your brand name, and especially in your domain name. But as you can see, sometimes that can work out. So she got started on TikTok just last year. And she is maybe not your typical TikToker, like she's been very focused on her niche, which is Excel. And she has posted quite a few videos, but she's not, I would definitely not say, a prolific content creator. I can scroll down and see the entirety of her video collection here. This is all the videos that she's posted. And the other interesting thing that I see is that even though she has a lot of followers, right now almost 700,000 followers, most of her videos don't have proportionately that many views. Like she's not getting 700,000 views per video. She's averaging right now, it looks like maybe about 50 to 100,000 views at the most on average. She has had a few bigger successful videos that, kind of took off, and I think helped catapult her into the position that she's in. I think it was the 4th one that she made. The article says got over 100,000 views. Now it's at 225. It's those few ones that really kind of went viral, I think, that really allowed her to take off. Like this one here got 3.6 million views. And some of that, probably just comes down to luck. She happened to be sharing an Excel tip that probably a lot of people were interested in, and it got shared around and that kind of stuff. And you can see exactly what she's doing. Her Her model of the videos that she's posting is very clear. Every single video essentially is just her sort of like dancing on screen, just a little. I mean, she's not like a great dancer, like she's fine, but it's not like she's a professional or, she's not one of those TikTok type of dancers. She's just doing her little thing, moving her hands, whatever. And she's got an Excel tip above her head that she's sharing. And so she's giving some free information, some true value that's going to help people, these short little tips. And you can do that in any niche, whatever niche you're in. You can share those short little tips on a platform like TikTok or Instagram. And that's going to get people interested. If you help somebody, you give them some free information that is actually going to help them in some way, then they are going to perhaps like you and trust you and be interested in some more of your stuff. And, check out what else you've got. And so she has this link here in her bio. And so people who are, checking out her videos and interested in learning more about Excel, they're going to click her link tree. Now, Linktree, as you may know, is just a page that you can have that has other links on it. And it is one that is used by many social media influencers. And so I think people are not hesitant to click on a link tree because it has some sort of trust value to it. And on that link tree page, she just has links to her other stuff. So her other course, so it says all courses, that takes you to her Thinkific page. And this is where she has all of her courses hosted. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a few moments. She has bulk discounts for corporations, educational institutions, then get my free functions guide. If I click on that, it takes me to, a squeeze page. So yes, she is list building. I don't think she was list building initially, but now as she has ramped up her business, somebody has told her, or she's done some homework and realized that yes, she can make even more money, make even more sales if she builds a list outside of TikTok and Instagram. So she'll have yet another way of getting traffic and building trust with her audience. And it's just a very simple squeeze page. You can see this is textbook, the same type of squeeze page I've been teaching for years and, over a decade now, since I guess I've been teaching these kind of squeeze pages since about 2008. It's just enter an email address, send me the guide. So it's just a very simple lead magnet. Top 31 Excel functions to increase efficiency. And she's got a picture. And again, textbook. I mean, she might have actually... I shouldn't say this because she, there's a lot of places she could have learned this, but like what I've taught in Eric's tips is a picture can help increase your conversion rate on a simple squeeze page like this, and a picture of a female is often a good one to use. And so, she's just got a picture of herself smiling there. And, I might point out also that, she's not like flaunting her sexuality. So that's something that I would say I would, appreciate about her account. She's being cute, she's dancing, but she's not like being super flaunting or anything like that. And so she's got this, she's got her Instagram account, and really these accounts have really blown up in recent months. You can see where she thanks people for 300,000 subscribers. This was 8 weeks ago. And then it was 6 weeks ago, she thanks people for 500,000 subscribers. And so on Instagram, you can also, it's very easy to see her strategy. Also, not a ton of posts. I mean, she's only got 115 posts on Instagram. But she does those similar videos where she just shares some simple tips. And then she does basically some advertisement posts where she is basically sending people to her courses. And so, again, it's very, very simple. One other thing I noticed that she's doing is offering from time to time a free Excel class. You can see this one here, this video. It says free Excel class, 3 date options. She is not currently offering that at the moment. But what she is doing, and this is smart of her to do it, is to actually kind of offer it for a short period of time and take it away to kind of make it, to build that urgency and scarcity so people think it's a very special deal. But she's using Webinar Jam. When she was offering it, it took you to a registration page right on Webinar Jam to sign up for a webinar where she's teaching Excel. Then, of course, she's going to be sending people to directly to her courses. Now, I did not sit in and watch one of her webinars. She may just be sending people to her Thinkific page. If she's doing it even more of the internet marketer textbook approach, maybe she's offering a special discount to those people on the webinar to really ramp up the urgency even more and close sales on the webinar. That would be, if not, and you're watching this cat, that would be the way to do it. Offer an extra discount on the live webinar, only for those who are on it. And that's going to help you close even more sales. But as she has readily admitted in her interviews, she is making as much as 6 figures a day. And what she is selling is, going back to her Thinkific page, courses, right? Video courses, simply teaching how to use this stuff like Excel. And then she has branched out into other Microsoft products like PowerPoint and all that kind of stuff. And her basic course, the accelerator course, is $297. So that's kind of the main price. Then she's got some bundles, a $597 bundle, a $997 bundle. Then she has other various bundles and advanced courses. She started off, probably with just one course. Well, she did start with one course and then, created some additional courses and kind of built it from there. But her main course is like $297. That's generally her lowest price, although I have seen, I don't know if this is all of her courses she has right now. Maybe she has changed things, because when I looked the other day, I think she had some ones that were $197 for a smaller course. But she may be testing things and seeing what is the most profitable, which of course is smart. That's what she should be doing. And so if you kind of do the math on this and you figure her average price is around $300, she's selling about 300 of these a day if she's making about $100K a day in sales. And so, again, those are pretty impressive numbers, especially when all the traffic is coming essentially for free from TikTok and Instagram. And I would guess that the majority of the traffic that has fueled her sales has been from TikTok, just based on what she's sharing on TikTok versus what she's sharing on Instagram. I feel like her TikTok content probably is driving more traffic, just based on some of these tips that she's offering and the comments and feedback and just the way that seems to have fueled her growth. But I'm sure she's getting traffic from Instagram as well. But again, interesting to note that really she's focused on those 2 platforms, right? She's not using like a ton of different platforms. And, maybe she will branch out, as she has kind of mastered these ones. Maybe she'll continue to branch out to some additional platforms. But you don't have to be on every social media platform. You can specialize in just 1 or 2 and drive a ton of traffic. And then the other point I want to make is that you don't have to have a massive following to make money. Right, she's blown up in recent weeks because of all the media attention. I think when she first did this, when she did this article, she had about 1 million followers between the two, so about 500,000 on each platform, and she was making 6 figures a day. But you don't necessarily need to make 6 figures a day to make a good full-time living, right? I mean, you could make a fraction of that. If she's making 300 sales a day, you could make 1% of that. You could make 3 sales a day, and that would be, instead of 100,000 a day, that would be $1,000 a day. I'm sure, many people listening to this would be very happy to make $1,000 a day, selling their info products online. And you could do that with perhaps 1% of what she's doing. So instead of 500,000 followers, instead of 500,000 followers, you could have 5,000 followers. And with 5,000 followers, you could be making 3 sales a day. Or even, think about this. You could be making 1 sale a day. If your product's $300 and you're making 1 sale a day, let's see, 300. Let's see, 297. 297 times 365. I'm typing my calculator here. That's $108,000 a year. Okay, so you could sell 1 product a day and have a 6-figure business. You'd be making over $100,000 a year selling just 1 sale a day. So you don't have to go super viral like she did. Now, as you build your business, hopefully you will at some point. The longer you do this and the more content you put out there, the better chances you have of going viral. And of course, I teach ways of getting more traffic and helping increase your chances of going viral and that kind of thing, as well as getting into the media and stuff like that. But you don't have to be famous. That's my point. You can have a fairly normal account and a fairly normal following and still make a ton of money. You also don't have to use Thinkific, okay? Thinkific is a platform that is very much turnkey. You sign up for it. It's a paid platform. For her, I'm sure this works very well because she has such a huge volume of customers, and she's really a one-person business, a one-stop shop where it's just her making videos and selling them. She doesn't have like a huge staff, or, maybe she does now, but as of the time she did the interview, she did not. I believe she had gotten her first virtual assistant, but other than that, it's just her, making videos, posting them on TikTok, and then selling her courses on Thinkific. And so that probably works well because Thinkific, is pretty much turnkey. They handle the hosting of her courses and all that kind of stuff. It's a very similar platform to, say, Udemy or Teachable. There's a bunch of those platforms out there. In fact, I partnered on one last year called Courserius. And so you could use any platform. You could certainly host it on your own website. That's the way I've done it most of my online career over the last 20 years. Hosted my own products and sold them on my own website, that kind of thing. But for someone just getting started, she was able to jump into this game and build her business very rapidly. And it's someone in that position. A platform like Thinkific or Udemy or Teachable makes a lot of sense because you don't have to worry about all the technical stuff. You don't have to spend months learning that stuff. You can actually just jump straight to, creating your product and getting it out there and getting the traffic from those social platforms. So I think that does make a lot of sense for her. But again, you wouldn't have to be on Thinkific. This would work the same way if you have your own info product on your own website. If you have a WordPress site, if you got an HTML site, whatever you're using to sell your product, if you got a sort of a traditional sales page or whatever, that would work just as well. But again, this is a very simple solution. So if you're someone who's just getting started and you haven't jumped into the game yet, this would be one to check out. Thinkific. I also really like Teachable. I also like Udemy, although I think for the purposes of what she's doing, I would probably go with Thinkific or Teachable over Udemy. Udemy, the advantage would be their built-in marketplace. You would potentially get traffic from within their own marketplace, but she doesn't really need that, and she doesn't want to bleed her traffic to other content creators on the platform, right? She doesn't want to send people to Udemy where they're going to maybe buy her course or maybe go buy someone else's course who's selling an Excel course for, say, $20 instead of $297. She only wants them to buy hers. And so she definitely needs that private label aspect that she has here with Thinkific, with her own subdomain, miss-excel.thinkific.com. So definitely makes sense in her case. So I've got a couple of things that could help you out if you're interested in getting into this kind of business. One is a TikTok automation tool called TT Suite. Again, like, you don't have to be a great dancer to be on TikTok. You don't have to dance at all. In fact, on my other, so if you go to the sales page for TT Suite, which I'll link below this video, below this case study, I've got more case studies. I've got all kinds of case studies on that sales page, and you'll see that most of them do not involve dancing. All right, they simply don't involve any dancing at all. And there are so many different niches. I mean, any niche that you can imagine, you'll find it on TikTok, you'll find it on Instagram. And so while there's a lot of crazy stuff on there, there's a lot of stuff that I would, just, it's not great, stuff that I am not real supportive of on TikTok, stuff that's not great for kids. All right, that would be my one warning that I have to throw in anytime I talk about TikTok or Instagram, right? There's a lot of stuff that's really not real kid friendly, and for that reason, I don't even spend time on it at all. Or I don't have TikTok on my phone. I don't have Instagram on my phone. All right, this is not a place where I hang out. But as a marketing teacher who's been doing marketing and teaching business for the last 20 years, well, I've been doing it for the last 20 years, teaching it since, I guess, 2004 or so. Started Eric's Tips around 2005, I think it was. This is a great marketing platform. So I've got the TT Suite software that can help you build a following on TikTok more quickly and in a more automated fashion. I proved that you can really do it in any niche. I did it with a Bible, a kid's Bible character as a case study on that sales page. and I grew that to over 4,000 very quickly. And so, like I said, you could have a following of, just a few thousand, maybe 5,000, and make a full-time living off of that potentially. And once you get to that point, you can keep ramping it up. In the case of someone like Miss Excel, I mean, she started off that way. She started off with a handful of followers, a few thousand, and then she had a video that kind of hit it big. That got a bunch of followers. And then once she started getting media attention, that's when she really blew up, right? That's when she really, really blew up. Let's see, her accelerator course, I just noticed this. You can actually see when she first dropped her course. So she was dropping content for, a number of weeks. And by the way, she doesn't even post videos every day. She posts them like every few days, I guess. Earlier on, it was like maybe once a week or I guess it's every few days. So you can see here, this is where she dropped her accelerator course right here. So she had posted maybe, 50 videos, 40 to 50 videos or so before she dropped her course. So I've got that can help you out. The other one is, I actually have an Instagram automation tool as well. That one is private. You can only see that if you purchase the TikTok one. So if you purchase the TikTok one, then you'll see an offer for an upsell for the Instagram one. Basically works the same way as the TikTok one. So it's an automation tool. It is I would say it's in many ways very white hat. I wouldn't call it a black hat tool because it doesn't do anything sneaky or anything that's gonna do anything that's spammy, especially the way that I teach you how to use it. I include a great tutorial along with that showing how to use it. And in fact, using those tools, you can get a very targeted following. So for example, if you wanted to jump into the Excel business, now I shouldn't use that one as an example. Well, I'll just say it anyway. You can essentially target other people's followers. So you can target people that in any niche. So say, if you wanted to target the Excel niche, you could find videos like these, and using the software, you can target people who actually commented and on those videos and people that follow these people. And again, you can do that in any niche. So, whether your niche is fishing or making money or fitness or whatever it is, parenting, any sort of niche, you can target that audience very specifically using the TT Suite software. And then same thing using my Instagram automation software, which again is secret. I won't even tell you the name of it, but you'll see it an offer for it after you acquire the TT Suite software. So again, feel free to check that out below. And if you're interested in learning more about how to grow this business model, how to get into the info product business, how to create your own products and market them and all that kind of stuff, I've got a coaching program as well. It's called the Inner Profit Circle. And so feel free to check that out as well if you want sort of a shortcut to having your own product and selling through multiple channels and how to get it up, how to get that product online for sale, how to choose a niche, basically everything you need to know. I coach you through all of it in the Inner Profit Circle. So if you're not a member of that, be sure to check that out as well. But again, you get the link for TT Suite below this video. Feel free to check that out. But either way, even without TT Suite, you could go and start your own channel right now. Like I said, she started hers just last year. And so it's not too late. You might feel like, oh, I missed the wave. I missed the whole hype and the growth of TikTok. No, it's not too late. You can jump on now and build a channel and make a full-time living, monetize. There's many different ways you can monetize it. In fact, on the TT Suite sales page, I also talk about many different ways of monetizing. So there's like another sales video at the top of that page. If you watch that video, I actually show several different ways of monetizing TikTok accounts and TikTok traffic beyond just information products. But as Mix Excel has shown us, information products are a great way to do it. So, hey, thanks for checking out this case study. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope it has opened your mind to some new possibilities. Have a great day and take care.